Welcome children to our maths lecture, and here we are studying now lesson number 13. The name of the lesson is Pythagoras theorem. First of all, I would like to tell children this lesson Pythagoras theorem is very important. For this year you have to understand very nicely. For your 8th, 9th, 10th and further you study maths, Pythagoras theorem is very much useful. So this Pythagoras theorem we are going to study in this lesson. Okay. Now we have studied about different types of triangles based on side and based on angle. So one of the triangle that we have studied based on angle is a right angled triangle. It is a right angled triangle. And Pythagoras theorem is only related to right angled triangle. So whenever you hear Pythagoras theorem, quickly in your mind right angle triangle must click. Okay. Now all of you know what is a right angle triangle. Here on the board I have drawn triangle STU in which angle T is 90 degrees. Since it is 90 degrees and triangle STU is a right angled triangle. Okay. So in the figure angle STU is equal to 90 degrees, right? And we have also studied that the side which is opposite to this angle, that is side SU, is said to be hypotenuse. It is said to be hypotenuse and it is the longest side of the triangle. So segment SU is hypotenuse, which is the longest side of the triangle, and side ST and side TU are the two sides forming the angle 90 degrees. It is forming the angle 90 degrees. So Pythagoras theorem is related only to right angle triangle. Now in your textbook page number 87, all of you open page number 87. On your page number 87, you can see this question is shown to you. Can you see? Just see. Can you see the question? The question is write the name of the hypotenuse of each of the right angled triangles shown below. Can you see? Now first one we will see. First triangle is triangle ABC. Can you see ABC, children? It is in your textbook page number 87, where B is the 90 degrees angle. So the statement given is below. The hypotenuse of triangle ABC is dash. So what will be the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is segment AC. What will be the answer here? Segment AC is the hypotenuse. See the second one, children. Can you see the second triangle? The name of the triangle is MLN, or you can read as NLM. At the vertex L, 90 degrees is there, so opposite to its side MN is there. So MN is your hypotenuse. The same is asked. The hypotenuse of triangle LMN is dash. So which is the hypotenuse? Segment MN. Okay. Now see the third question, children. Can you see the third triangle? The name of the triangle is XYZ, and at the vertex Y 90 degrees is shown. So which is the side opposite to this? Side opposite to this vertex Y is segment XZ. So it becomes the hypotenuse. So here the hypotenuse of triangle XYZ is segment XZ. XZ will be the hypotenuse. Okay, children. So after this, again we will go back and I will explain you what is hypotenuse theorem. Okay. Okay. Now we will study what is Pythagoras theorem. So I said hypotenuse theorem, actually it is Pythagoras theorem. Suppose my new triangle is PQR. PQR. So I am having right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. The name of my triangle is PQR. In this triangle, measure angle Q equals 90 degrees, right? Then segment PR becomes hypotenuse. Then segment PQ becomes the height of the triangle, and segment QR becomes the base of the triangle. So here I can write, this is the height, this is the base, and this is the hypotenuse. Okay, this is the height of the triangle. So when such components are given, Pythagoras theorem says that Pythagoras theorem says that hypotenuse square is always equal to base square plus height square. Base square plus height square. So this is the Pythagoras theorem. Very simple it is, children. You can by heart it. First of all, the very first thing you should remember that it is related only to right angled triangle. Okay. So Pythagoras theorem says that hypotenuse square is always equal to base square plus height square. So as per this theorem, now let us write the here hypotenuse is length PR. Length PR square is equal to base. Base is QR. Length QR square plus height square, that is PQ. Length PQ the whole square. So you have to take down, children, this is very important. You can note down. Okay, write down all these things, whatever I have written on the board. Then we will move on to practice set 48. We'll move on to practice set 48. I think you have completed writing. All of you see practice set 48 in your textbook. The question is, in the figures below, find the value of x. They have given us figure. So first figure they have given in this manner. LMN, that is triangle, right angle triangle element. Base 24 they have given, height 7, and hypotenuse they have given as x. So you have to find the value of x. So first of all we will write down the things given. First one, in triangle LMN, comma, in triangle LMN, angle M equals 90 degrees. Then segment LN, segment LN is hypotenuse. After writing these many things, you can directly write according to Pythagoras theorem, comma, you should write the theorem first. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Now as per this, what is our hypotenuse? Ln. So length Ln the whole square is equal to, base is Mn, length Mn the whole square plus height is length Ln square. Now we know Ln is x, so I will write x square is equal to Mn is 24 square plus Ln is 7 square. Now this gives me answer. 24 square gives me 576. Okay, plus 7 square is 49. It is 49. The total gives me 625. 625 is square of 25 children. So therefore, x square we can write as 25 square. Therefore, x is equal to 25. So value of x comes to be 25. So this is the simple way of doing the sum. So first sum I have done for you children, 48 practice set. Second and third sum in the same manner you have to do as homework in your classwork. Okay, you will get the answer. Tomorrow I will give you the answers. So study this very well. It is an important lesson. Understand and do the calculations properly. Have fun. Be safe at home. Thank you.